All right, yeah, no, Raphael. I mean, his size are like the ultimate weapon, but I mean, the staff, Donatello's bow is pretty hard to get past.
That's hard to beat, but I mean, also the size can also double as gardening tools. So that was something that I always thought was kind of. So even though he's rude, he still has like a soft side, like a gardening side.
You could have like the two shovels, like two little gardening shovels, and like replace the size.
Exactly. Exactly.
Oh man. Oh wait a minute. Old guys show, right?
Crap.
We're doing that. All right, play the theme song.
Old guys talking about your new music.
We are the old guys, and this week we are talking about SZA shirt.
Stain on my shirt, new bitch on my nerves. Oh, nigga got curved, going back on my word. Damn, bitch, I'm thirsty. Still
In case you didn't know, SZA is the artist, shirt is the song. It's not a new fashion style that just came out from Gucci.
The SZA style, or the SZA line.
The SZA line. I gotta get my SZA shirt. Who knows? I mean, she might have a SZA line, just like freaking Yeezys or freaking the Beyonce Adidas, whatever the hell her thing's called. Or
I mean, that's pretty much how you make money nowadays, right? You got to have some kind of sponsors. You have to have like the merch. It's got to look cool. It has to look designery.
Right.
So that's all part of it now. That's awesome. Actually,
it's all part of it. I mean, back in the old days, you used to get like your Monkey's lunchbox and Archie's, right?
With a heart around Peter Tork.
Yeah, exactly. I'm more of a Mike Nesmith guy myself. But
of course you are.
I mean, Mike Nesmith did kind of like, he was part of the invention of country rock. So
was he? Really?
Yeah, post Monkees, and he was always kind of jealous of like the Eagles. Because Eagles, when they came out, they were country rock, and he was like, why these guys are famous and not me? So
I've been doing this forever.
I've been doing it forever.
That makes sense. Yeah.
But SZA, what do you think about SZA's shirt?
Well, SZA, I'm actually really looking forward to your research hour because I'm very curious about this woman or a duo. I mean, we'll get into the music video later at all, also, but I think last week I said that I was going to have a lot to say about it, and I think I still do, only because it reminds me so much of the mid-aughts. Like, everything about this sounds very, very 2006-ish to me. These beats, the way that they're all laid together, and the echoing vocals, it's so, like, liquid trap, experimental hip-hop, like, I don't know, instrumental, like, I don't know, experimental breakbeat. It's very, very strange. I don't know. It reminds me of a lot of songs. But what did you think of this?
It's funny when you said that, when you were talking about the beats, I was like, you know what? I feel like this beat was made in GarageBand and they just
that's part of it.
Copied and pasted it. I found the song really boring. I found this more boring than the Rihanna song. You were thinking the Rihanna song was boring.
Yeah.
I thought this song was boring. And the only thing that brought any life is when it had that like fill, and it was like, it was like boring, boring, and then this crazy ass fill out of nowhere, and I was like, oh, little life, back to falling asleep. Back to falling asleep.
Well, that's part of the whole like liquid trap stuff. It's that Timbaland sound. The most prominent, because you can just directly go to the last 30 seconds of. I think it's 4 minutes to save the world. It's the one with Timberlake and Madonna.
Yeah.
Like the ending of that song, you could just like take that beat and put it under this song, and it'll fit perfectly well. And that song came out in like 2006. It's so that it's very like not piano beat making, but like.
Right.
Like pad beat making, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you have the metronome and you're kind of just like effing around and then, then you go back and then you like F around some more and then you erase them. Like, I mean, this is something like the beat itself, and I'm not taking anything away from the artistry and the mastering of the track because that's like a whole other scenario. But this composition is literally something that you can see like, I don't know, anybody on YouTube doing a tutorial on how to make within like an hour in, Logic or Ableton, and like it's incredibly simple, incredibly simple, and I can't imagine there was a whole lot of thought behind it other than like the cool beat and like the vibe of it.
Oh man, so you're kind of hating on Dark Child and Freaky Rob. Those are the producers / writers of the song.
I'm not ragging on it. I just think that this is something that probably didn't take a lot of effort to put out, because we've all heard this. We've been hearing this for like 20 years. So there has to be something special about the SZA themselves.
The SZA. Okay, so let me get into SZA. Let me tell you about our girl Scissor, or Solana Rowe. That's her name. Solana Rowe.
That's a pretty name. You should just use that.
She is SZA. Yeah, why not go with that?
Yeah.
So she is SZA. She grew up in New Jersey. I mean, if you look up online, it'll say, oh, she's from St. Louis, but she was just born there. She grew up in New Jersey. Seems like she had a pretty good suburban style life. I mean, her dad and mom both like had solid jobs. One worked at CNN and the other worked at like freaking AT&T. They were like higher up execs there. Her dad is like Muslim. He's actually an activist, and you can go out there on the old YouTube and hear him talk about like, you know, roughly around the time where they were having like some like shootings like in some mosques, like he would go on, you know, the news media and talk about like, you know, Muslim stuff.
Okay.
So that's kind of, she grew up with that. And I mean, her rise to fame, there's not much to it. I mean, her brother was into rapping. She became a singer, got picked up by this Top Dog Entertainment, dog spelled DAWG, right? Because
that's how you spell. I mean, that's how you spell it.
I mean, yeah, right. I mean, shoot. So this is her second album. This song, Shirt, is off her SOS album, her second album. Her first album was called Control, and that came out 2016, 2017, somewhere around then. She's been featured on a ton of people: Nicki Minaj, Beyonce, Maroon 5, Rihanna. You know, your standard. I mean, everybody nowadays, right? You want to break an artist, like you get them featured on something. I think it was Lil Wayne where like I heard like, you know, you could pay Lil Wayne. These numbers are old, like from 20 years ago, 15 years ago, but
fine.
You could pay him like $200K and he'll be on your track, you know. So I think a lot of this you just got to do to break the artist. But I mean, that's all I really got. It's interesting because, like, you know, when you watch videos of her, like her early years, she looked kind of like dumpy. Like she would just wear like a shirt and like, you know, like what we were saying about Mariah Carey, right? Like where Mariah Carey never looked dumpy, but you know, when she came out, she was like wholesome girl, and then somewhere around the Honey album, you know, the boobs started to come out and she started to shake her butt more. And I kind of see that with this SZA girl. She like started out kind of t-shirt and jeans, and then now, like, you know, you watch this video, her butt's out, you know.
I did notice that.
Yeah, so she did make that change. Her name, SZA, comes from, like, you know, RZA from the Wu-Tang Clan. She
I knew it.
Like, threw the S on there.
Yeah.
So, but, and it's funny when you were talking about liquid beats. Like, I've been listening to the Liquid Swords album, which is a SZA album.
I'm on a mission that they say is impossible, but when I swing my swords, they all choppable. I beat the body dropper, the heartbeat stopper, child educator plus head infiltrator.
This Liquid Swords album is like, you know, kind of a big hip hop album. You know, it's like, I don't know, the rapping's awesome on it, and I mean, RZA did the beats for it. And it does have those RZA beats. And I never really liked the Wu-Tang beats. I thought they were always kind of like kind of weak. You know, I mean, it's very East Coast. I've never been an East Coast rapper, right?
That's true. Yeah.
Where, it just, they take a lot of beats. They're very simple, and they just kind of rap over them, as opposed to our West Coast G-Funk, where you would have the, you know, you'd have the rapping, then you'd have a chorus, and, you know, like, rolling down the street, smoking, you know, something that you could sing along to, right?
Right.
And so, But
it's like almost like the East Coast was more like message driven versus like vibe driven on the West Coast.
Yeah,
that's kind of like what I'm starting to hear here. But
yeah,
I actually really like the music video a lot.
Oh man.
If we're moving into that section.
All right, yeah, let's go into it. Tell me about that.
I really liked it. I only saw it like twice, but I want to go back and look at it again. Given that the song is so simple and it's like it's relatively short. I don't think it's as short as some of the other songs we've done, but having this narrative, it kind of feels like a dirtier like Telephone, the Beyonce and Lady Gaga collaboration. Like it's kind of like not as Jonas Ackerlund though. It's like very like, I don't know, raw. It looks cool, and I love the different scenarios it goes through. All the outfits are freaking great. I don't know. I like that they picked this theme and they actually like committed to it. They didn't do it half-assed. Like, we're gonna make it look like this, but we're still just gonna be like dancing in the scenario, like the way a Britney Spears video would be, like, or something. Like, or Christina Aguilera. Yeah, we're boxing, but we're really just here to sing and dance. It looked like they were actually like in this like mini movie. I really liked it.
So you like this whole Bonnie and Clyde thing?
I did. I liked it a lot.
You know what? I don't want to say this, but I'm going to say it. I kind of felt the video was kind of racist. He's going there. Well,
let's hear it.
Okay, so everyone who gets shot is a white person, and everyone in her gang is a black person.
Sure.
Right? It just I mean, usually I don't pick up on this stuff, but it was just kind of weird. I picked up at it with at the church, right? Because they go into this church, they shoot up that preacher dude, and everyone in the church, it's like one of these weird cult things. Like there's naked pregnant ladies, but everybody was white in there, and then the guy that they shoot in the beginning, who's like a crack addict. Yeah, he's a white guy. I don't know. Maybe they shoot a clown. I couldn't tell what he was, but it just kind of was I don't know. Just struck me kind of funny, right? That then she goes to her gang scene where she's picking on the dude. Her whole gang's a bunch of black guys. It was just really shocking going from that church scene where it's very this this group of people, and then her gang who's this group of people. It just kind of hit me the wrong way a little bit.
Got it. Well, I mean, and they did show they were religious fanatics or something, right? They had neon crosses and stuff. So, I get that, and they were all white. I don't know. I guess I didn't.
I don't know if
that.
it was intentional or not intentional. I don't know. I'm not saying anything. It just struck me funny.
Got it.
So, but,
interesting. Okay. Well.
And no, I mean, I thought the video looked cool. I liked the theme. I was there with you on that. I didn't really understand. I get that they're Bonnie and Clyde. I don't understand why.
But it's
why are they killing these people? And then at the end of it, obviously the guy double crosses her. And then she's resurrected or something. I don't understand that. She's resurrected from the dead, and she kills. Does she kill him again? Oh yeah, no.
He's chained up. Yeah.
Yeah. So she kills him, ditches the car, and then at the end she's on a fishing boat.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Of course.
Why is she on a fishing boat? It's they're all right, we're out of ideas. Throw her in a fishing boat.
That's her escape.
We need a boat. Just find any boat you got. Okay, SZA, we can get this fishing boat for $200, or we can get the yacht for. All right, we're already on a budget. Our After Effects budget is shot.
But they did have. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, that was it.
Okay. Because, speaking of budget, it looked like they had a pretty healthy budget. I love when music videos have an entire credit roll at the end. It's the anti-MTV style.
Right.
It's like credits on commercials. You never see that. And also some of the credits were interesting. Like they had like an eye makeup graphics credit. And I've gone back and I've tried to see like what was special about the eyes, and I'm still not
in the
seeing
beginning, right? In the beginning of the video when she's like light.
That's it?
I mean, she's got some nice makeup on there. I don't know. What do I know about makeup? But it looks nice.
I mean, sure. It's just usually you don't see like a separate credit for eye makeup. It's like makeup is makeup, because there is a makeup artist credit. I think there's like a couple of makeup artist credits, but like it's just interesting that like that would get a special one. It's almost like that was like her buddy or something that she like promised to shout out to. But anyway,
flip it back to the song so we can like wrap this thing up. I mean, I didn't really like the song. I don't think the song was for me. I kind of relate it back to, you know, my heyday when I used to listen to music in the 90s. You would have like, you know, Brandy or Monica or Mary J. Blige. They would have a song. It would be super R&B, but like it wasn't my style. I didn't really get into it. I kind of feel like this song is not supposed to be my style. It's not supposed to be poppy. It's supposed to be this R&B type music, and so, I mean, it wasn't made for me, so I'm not supposed to like it, and I don't like it.
So you're turning it down.
Turning it down, baby. Turning it off. I'm turning
it off. Oh, okay.
And I didn't even understand any of the words. I couldn't understand what the hell
yeah,
she was
I wanted.
talking
Yeah,
about.
I'm glad that we skipped over the lyrics because there's nothing to mention there. It's just and another weird thing. I will mention one thing about the lyrics though that I wanted to mention is that the profanity is always so weird to me in these types of tracks. Like when it feels so chill and it feels like something you're just going to listen to like in the car with the windows down, driving down PCH or something. But like all of a sudden they'd like drop in like F-bombs and like they're talking about this and it's like it's just weird to me when that happens. You know, I mean it's not just limited to this genre or this style of music. You know, it's been, and of course, it's been happening forever. I mean, Maxwell.
Taylor Swift was dropping some F-bombs on her new album.
That's a real fucking legacy.
And it just felt awkward. It was just like, we don't need that. I mean, I want to drive down the street with my kids, listen to some Taylor Swift, and I don't need the F-bombs in there.
Right. Exactly. I mean, I'm all for it if it's like for a purpose. Like if it actually drives like a point home or if there's like a big moment or something, then like, yeah, of course you need to like, you know, really make it happen. But I don't know, for something like this, it's like, what, like why? Like what was the point of that? Just to be like hard or to be like a little bit edgier. I don't know. Anyway, I like this song a lot. It reminds me of a song by the Basement Jacks called You Can't Stop Me.
I got 16 seconds and I don't want to stop. I got no time for the present, living on a spinach.
There's a song that Cassie came out with in 2006.
I've been so busy, but I've been thinking about.
I really like that style of music, so this was definitely something that I responded to on a guttural level. So I'm turning this song up.
He's turning it up. All right, next week we're listening to Unstoppable by SZA.
I'm unstoppable. I'm a Porsche with no brakes. I'm invincible. Yeah, I win every single game.
We just changed one letter. We went from SZA to Sia. That's it. That's our thing.
I like it. It's going to help with the algorithm.
So what do you did you like this Sia thing?
I think I like Sia in general. She's not my bag, but I think I'm gonna like it. I think I'm gonna like it.
Now, is this the same Sia that did like that? I'm bulletproof. I'm getting through.
I'm bulletproof, nothing to lose. Far away.
Is that
bulletproof
the
is
same
LaRue.
Oh.
This time, baby, I'll be.
She has the thing you can't see her face, right? That's the Sia.
Yeah, the black and white.
Okay, right, yeah, black and white. Okay, so that's Sia. All right, got it. That's it. I just had to check it. I just had to check and make sure. So,
well, I can't wait to dive into this one.
All right, let's dive in. All right, don't forget, like us, subscribe to us, and do all that stuff on YouTube, Instagram, all that garbage. And you can write us, Chris Old Guys New Music, James Old Guys New Music,
alcohol and
we'll see you next week.
Old guys talk about new music.